Hello there, and then welcome to a brand new lesson. We are still on discounts. This is the second video on discounts. On our first in our first lesson, we actually looked at all the definitions and then the formulas we need before we can solve questions relating to discounts. So if you've not gone over that, you can quickly do that before you come right to this one. So let's look at our first question that will help us apply the knowledge and then formulas we have learned in the previous lesson. So our first question here says a pair of shoes has a list price of $120. You see, now they are on a sale with 25% discount. What is the final sale price? What this actually means is whoever produced the shoe is selling it for $120. You see, but then per one or two circumstances or reasons, we want to run a promo that takes 25% off the price. So then if we are taking 25% off, how much are we expected to pay? That is what this means over here. So with that in mind, let's look at our solution. So solution. Now, we said per our formulas, which you can even see over here. The sale price is what? The list price minus the discount amount. You see, or you can also use sale price equals the list price times 1 minus R, which I explained how this formula is arrived at. This simply means if you write our formula that is sale price, then we need to first of all find the D. So the discount, what is it? Now we also know that the discount formula, right? So the discount is given as the list price times your rate. From the question, we know what our list price is. So let me, even before solving, write out what we were given from the question. We're given the list price, which was $120, and then the discount, or let me say the discount rate, that was given us as 25%. So if we do want to find a discount, then the list price, which we are saying is what? 120. So 120 times the discount rate, which is 25%. So 25%. If you have calculator, you can just punch it out and then go. But since we do not, we say 120 times 25 over your 100, where you have your zeros cancelling out. Then you have 2 into 10, 5 times, and 2 into 12, 6. You once again have 5 dividing 5, how many times? Once. Then into 25, 5 times. So we are now left with what? 6 times 5, which then gives us a 30. So what that means is our discount is actually $30. But the question was to find the final sale price, and we have written here that the final sale price is the list price taking out the discount. So this simply implies that our sale price is equal to the list price, which is 120 minus your $30. Then subtracting that gives us what? $90. So we can therefore say that therefore the final sale price is your $90. As simple as what you see here. Okay, so let's look at one other example. Now the question here says you bought a jacket for a sale price of $88. Okay, this price included a 25% discount. If that is the case, then what was the original price? What they mean is when you went, the discount had already been removed from the original price, and then you bought it at $88. So what was the price, the original price before the discount was applied? That is what this question is asking us to do. And how do we go about that? First of all, let's write our parameters, or what the variables we can identify from the question. So first of all, we know our sale price. Let me call that as SP. It is what? $88. Then we know our rate as well. Our rate was given us as 20%. So 20%. Now, if it is original price that we want, we know that there is a formula that relates original price, or in this case, the list price, with the sale price. And what is that formula? We know that the sale price is equal to, that is, the list price or the original price. We said in our introductory video that the original price is also known as the marked price. Okay, so it is equal to the list price, then into bracket 1 minus R. You see, and in this case, what we want is the list price. So using our algebra, we can make the list price the subject. And how do we do that? We divide both sides by 1 minus R. So divided by what? 1 minus R divided by 1 minus R. And with that, we can cancel out these brackets. And we'll be left with just the list price here. So with that, we can say the list price is equal to our sale price all over 1 minus R. So this is the formula we have derived to use for it. It is very, very simple. The most important thing is you know how to change subject. You know how to, let me say, work your fractions and all that. With that, you would see this as very simple, because all we need to do is to know the formulas, and then we do the appropriate substitutions, right? So with that, if we want to substitute, then we'll say our list price is equal to the sale price, which was 88, all over 1 minus R. That was 20%. If you have a calculator, you can punch this all out and then get your required answer. But since we are doing it manually, you can evaluate your 1 minus 20 over 100. You see, 1 minus 20 over 100, and that will give you an 80 over 100. So we can rewrite this as 88 divided by 80 over 100. And we know if you are dividing by fractions, we can rewrite that as a multiplication and then reciprocate the fraction. You see, and with this, simplifying further, we know 8 divides 80 10 times, and it divides 88 11. Now 10 divides itself once and divides 100 10 times. So we are now left with 11 times 10. And 11 times 10 gives us a 110. What we have done simply implies that the list price is equal to what? The $110. As simple as that. You see? So it's just about knowing when to use what formula, doing your needed substitution, and you are good to go, right? So just to give a recap or a review, this is the formula you actually, or these are the formulas that we need to know. This one here, this, which is for sale price, which can then be written again as what? This form. There are 3 formulas. These 3 formulas plus your knowledge in fraction, and then substitution, and then change of subject, then you'd be good to go on the topic of discount. I do hope this lesson was helpful. I'll leave some exercises you can try on your own just to test your understanding. So here you have four questions, just four questions. The first one, you have to find the sale price. Second one, the original price. The third one, the discount. And then the last one, the amount, the low amount of discount is also discount. Understand the formula, know your way in and out, and you'd be good to do this. Have Beyond Numbers, learning maths the easy way. If this video was helpful and it's your first time, you can choose to subscribe so that anytime I release a next video, you'll be notified as well. See you in our next video. Bye for now.